What's up everyone, Lord Ryujin here, bringing you another YouTube video. It's been a while since I've recorded in the computer room, but I was sitting in front of the computer, I was checking some stuff out, watching some other YouTube videos, and I came across this thing that Gamestop is doing where they are bringing back retro systems and consoles, and I wanted to share my 2 cents on this, and make sure that you join in on the conversation, of course, by just, tickling that keyboard and putting your 2 cents down below if you want to get in and state something about it. And I'm going to try and be like I usually am and look at both sides of the situation, although I have to say I am kind of looking forward to this, and I'm going to get into that later. But for now, I want to talk about why I think this might be a bad thing. Because it's GameStop. I mean, let's be honest. I remember back in the day when GameStop was synonymous with, of course, games. I remember walking into a GameStop and I saw the original Final Fantasy on the NES. There was Genesis and there was Dreamcast and there was everything and anything that you wanted to get your hands on. That people traded in, and that is what I like. There used to be a store around here called Play and Trade. It's no longer in business in my area due to GameStop taking up all the competition pretty much. But what I'm hoping for is to, be able to go in realistically, buy a game, and have realistic prices. But this is GameStop. This is the company that brought us Metroid Prime Trilogy for like $100. It didn't need to be that expensive at all. And I worry that GameStop will do that, that they will take the more rare games, the games that are considered to be retro, collectors games like Earthbound, for an example, and they're going to charge you an arm and a leg to get them. But hopefully, that was my phone going off, just in case you were wondering. But hopefully, it won't come to that. Because what I'm hoping is that right now it's only in select markets. They're testing it out to see how it works, and then they're going to move forward if it's successful, make it a company-wide thing. And I believe they're only going to do it through their in-store app and their website. Although I would like to see them be able to sell them in the stores. That way I don't have to go through the headache of shipping and handling, because a lot of times I know that this happens on Amazon, and this is going to be part of my point. Amazon, eBay, a lot of these places, they charge you more than what it costs just for the shipping and handling. Like I spent $8 on the game, they say it costs $10 to ship it. That's ridiculous. I want to just be able to walk in, give you $8 and walk out. I think it can be a good thing. GameStop, as I talked about in a previous video, is selling games for $7.50. And I hope that that's something they continue, that maybe you can go in there and you can pick out a certain Sega Dreamcast title, plop down $8, $9 for it, walk out happy. Because I know that, at least in my area, Sega Dreamcast games are hard to come by. Most of the stuff that I find is PS2, Xbox games, so it's difficult to find GameCube, N64, NES, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, stuff like this. And hopefully they can restore the retro market, which is what I'm hoping for. Because anybody that's a collector like myself, or just is into retro gaming and picks up a title every now and then, you know that it can be expensive because there is this bubble and this stigma that I do not like. I can give you an example that there's a flea market that's down the road. It's about a 20-minute drive or so. And most of these people, they have rare NES game, $25, and I look at it and I go, the only thing this is an NES game. It's not rare. In fact, you can probably find this anywhere. I mean, that's like selling Sonic 2 for $30. Sonic 2 is not rare. It's not. In fact, Sonic 1 is probably more rare. Sonic 2 is the game that started coming with the cotton picking system. So it's like Super Mario World is rare. Super Mario World is not rare. It came with the system. Everybody had a copy of it. It's not rare. You see what I'm saying? And so I hope that they take that and they pop it. You know, and they realize that the prices that are selling on eBay and Amazon, those people, that they're crooks. They're trying to get people to plop down $50 for a Dreamcast game that should not cost $50 just because it's old school and it's on a system that didn't sell that well. I mean, I can understand, I don't know, CDI games. I could maybe understand something like that, you know, a system that is really obscure, not a lot of people know about it. I can understand the games for that. But if you're talking about like Genesis, Saturn, Dreamcast, the original Xbox, Nintendo 64, any mainstream, even the Atari Jaguar, the more mainstream systems that were in the gaming publications had commercials for them and had shelf space on like Walmart shelves and Toys R Us shelves, they should not be counted as rare. I'm sorry, because they're not. But this is just my 2 cents. It's something that I'm excited to see what comes of it. Again, me being a collector, if I can start getting games in my collection knocked out off my wish list for a reasonable price, that would be really good. But at the same time, I am a little bit weary, a little bit leery, I guess, of GameStop. And I worry that they're going to mess the whole thing up and actually make the retro gaming market worse. But only time will tell on this, of course. I appreciate you guys watching, as always. And as I said earlier, feel free to join in on the conversation. Put your thoughts about what you think about GameStop selling retro games again and retro consoles. Do you think that they're going to go overboard, or do you think they're actually going to be reasonable, learn from their mistakes, and start selling games at a decent price? Only time will tell on this. Make sure that, I don't know. I've lost my mind. I'm sorry, guys. Thanks for watching, as always, and I'll see you next time.